Hello and welcome to my world of crochet. My name is Dina and today I'm here with you for another yarn haul video. In fact, I'm here with you for a hobby yarn haul video. Hands were itching. Here we are. And all of these yarns, I'm not going to keep them myself, but I will go through the plans I have for these yarns, because of course I didn't just buy them for buying them. So I do have plans. And I allowed myself to splurge a bit and get some yarn. So let's see if we can open this one, maybe without too much of a noise. I do have my scissors. They did all overfold the opening here. So they sort of almost double bagged it. So I'm reasonably safe not to cut into the yarns, which of course I always check when I open these bags, because I would absolutely hate cutting in my yarn, right? Good. Let's dive in. So I do have two yarns that is, well, I only sort of bought two yarns in a bunch of different colors. And the first yarn that I got myself is the Hobbii Metallico yarn. Absolutely a gorgeous yarn here. I do have the feeling that this is the fine version. It seems a lot finer than I expected it to be, but no, it's not. It's not the fine. I don't know why I had that idea. But we have here the Hobbii Metallico. I got two skeins of these. One of the reasons for getting this is because I have a yarn in my stash. I have the feeling is more or less the same yarn, so I wanted to make a comparison. It's just a bigger skein, and the coloration seems really close, etc. So that's one of the reasons I decided I wanted to get one of these Hobbii Metallico yarns. The Hobbii Metallico yarn here is the titanium blue, which is the colorway 8. This yarn is 50 grams skein, so 1.75 ounces to 115 meters or 125 yards per skein. They contain of 70% of polyamide, 21% acrylic and 9% wool. It's classified as a medium 4 and they recommend a 4.5mm knitting needles or a 5.5mm crochet hook. What I will use the remaining of this yarn once compared is I'm probably either gonna knit a hat or I will make hand warmers. So I do have plans for the yarn, but the main plans I had was actually to compare. I would have had enough in that of one, but what if it proved to be not the same yarns? Which there's a chance, of course. I just think they're so similar. But in that event, I need to make sure I had enough to make a project. And that is why I got two of them. I think it is a gorgeous blue. You can really, it's more almost like a black with a blue shimmer, or shimmer with a blue shimmer with a black. It's not silvery. It is generally blue black. I think it's gorgeous and it feels really nice. So even though it's gonna be a hat, or if it's gonna be hand mittens or gloves, it's gonna be absolutely wonderful to wear. So I'm pretty content with that. And of course I got them when they were on sale. That was actually one of the reasons for getting them now, because else I would just have waited. It was like not in a dire need. It's just now I have it and I can look into it once, you know, I get it. So the rest of this bag is basically, and it's a ton of Hobbii Friends Cotton 8/8. And you know Hobbii Friends Cotton 8/8. There is nothing special about it. It is a lovely, nice, thicker weight cotton. It is like 4-weight cotton, or thin 4-weight, thick 3-weight, depends on your own preferences here. They recommend again a 5mm, actually they say 6 to 7mm crochet hook. No, sorry, 4 to 5.5mm crochet hook, or 3.5 to 4mm knitting needles. 100% cotton, 8/8. So they're also 50 gram skeins, these to 1.75 ounces or 75 meters, which is 82 yards. This yarn is produced in, I should know somewhere, India, made in India, designed in Denmark. This is the colorway 65, which is named a grape. And of those, I have 3 skeins. So 3 skeins of this absolutely gorgeous grape. It kind of matches my shirt, I would say. But this is grape. And grape is going to be part of a project where I have a few more other colors in. Because I am going to make a sort of a granny mosaic pot holders. So they will have like a fading colorway going through them. And now the challenge is if I can find the following ones. The next color I'm going to combine with these is this, which is this gorgeous one, and that is the colorway 61, and 61 is named Thistle. So Thistle, so these two will be so far combined, and as you can see, they match really nicely. Still keep the color theme here. It's a bit of a purple color theme, as you kind of have figured. Then I have the colorway 63 here, which is lilac. So all the yarn specs obviously are the same for these yarns. So I have lilac, and then I have the last one, which I will be using for this color scheme. It's a colorway 67, which is misty violet. So this is a really, really soft lilac, light lilac. And combining these colors, you get this. Isn't this gorgeous? I think this is a really gorgeous color combination. Yeah, so I should be able to make 2 pot holders out of this with this mosaic kind of ish pattern. Looking forward to making them. You will get to follow that process as well. So that is the first project I'm going to make. Then I have, also very important, the Hobbii famous candy. Thank you, Hobbii, for that. And I'm just gonna grab out all of the remaining of this yarn because I think that is easier for this purpose of keeping track of what's being used for what. Then I have this color, which is a colorway 123. 123 is named charcoal, and I have 4 of them. So this is a bit of a different pattern, but still for some mosaic inspired pot holders. Charcoal would be this. It's almost like a black, but it's not. It's like a very dark gray. Really, charcoal is a really good fitting name. Then I have one of these, which is the colorway 122, and it's named anthracite. Oh, my pronunciation is off. They go like this together. Then we have this one, which is the colorway 120, which is a titanium. I think that looks like titanium to me, actually, so I'm okay with this naming. This is the color style we are going for. Then the last one, we have not completed the last, actually. We have 118, which is named silver. 118, so this is a silver. So now we are looking at this. I do have the feeling that maybe on the website they have been slightly better combined, but I don't think it's too off. Maybe titanium is a little bit too bluish in the tone, but it's not completely off. And then the last color I have for this set would be white, which is the colorway 1, and that gives you a setup looking like this. I'd ideally had more mixture here of the anthracite and the silver maybe, but I still think this could work out nicely. I am not opposed to the thought. Or I might look in my stash and see if I have a better option than the titanium. Could be. That is food for thought. Then I have, so here I have a total of 2 Metallico yarns, and then I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 in total. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 of the Hobbii Friends 8/8 cotton, the 2 Metallico. So that is added to my stash, and I will obviously be using that as well. But I also got some extras, but that is not for me. So I'm not considering adding these yarns to my stash because these yarns are used for a different purpose. I'm going to forward them to my mom because she has a project she wants to make. I just bought them because I could get a better deal. And that is kind of how it works. I have 2 in white for her. And then I have 2 in the colorway 85, which is colorway sapphire, so the sapphire blue. The reason for this is I'm gonna send her these to make some both front and back, so double knit pot holders. So you have the image on the front and on the back side, but mirrored in different colors. So if you have a blue heart on the front side, you will have a white heart on the back side. So they're double knit together simultaneously, absolutely gorgeous. And she's going to attempt, I do believe it's windmills. And obviously this sapphire comes really close, I would say, to the Delft's blue, which is a Dutch thing. So that is kind of why we're going that direction. So I am going to back these up and bring with me to Denmark when I'm going to Denmark very shortly. And then she has something to craft with. That was pretty much this yarn haul. Gorgeous collection of yarns. I have some new yarns to work with, which, well, I already have enough, but it's just a small haul. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to crafting some pot holders here. I think it's going to be gorgeous, and maybe it's not too bad. Maybe it's not too bad. Could work. I'll have a look in the stash because somehow it does feel that the titanium has a bit of a blue shade, because like holding these together is not too bad at all, right? But I should not think too much about that. I'm probably gonna start with the purple in any case, because I think they look so gorgeous together. So I'm gonna say take care and happy crafting. I hope you enjoyed this yarn haul. If you do, and if you do like talking about yarn, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, because yeah, much more to come on this channel. Take care and happy crafting. Bye.